This is the MIWA U9. Key works. Let's see what it takes to pick it. Boom, and the lock is open. Wow, good grief, this one took me a while. I have to say. Wow, so happy. Look at that, it's really open. Can't believe this shit. Alright, so now that we open the lock, we have to get it. And it would be really nice if I didn't screw up. So let's not screw up. Yeah, and even the cat wants to come into the room to celebrate. But later, buddy. Too many little parts. Okay, so I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna readjust the position of the camera. Yeah, it's not the best angle, but it will have to work for now. Alright, so let's take a look. There are two little screws in the back. The cat is opening the door, help. Now let's remove the back plate. And this is what are we left with. So it's time to pull the core out like this. Okay, catch the sidebar. Nice, it's out. Now let's remove the sidebar. And the springs, and let's take a closer look at the wafers. So there are 9 of them, as you can see. Let me see if I can improve this light. I don't think so, but okay. And they work like this. Cool. Now we can take it even further and get it completely, so let me show you. I've got it dislodged multiple times, so these two side plates come off rather easily. But if you're doing this for the first time, it will be kinda difficult, but after several attempts it's really loose. So always hold it vertically, if I can give you an advice. Remove those side plates, just sort of pry them off, I guess. Hold it vertically at all times. The other side plate. Now let me show the sidebar so I don't forget. This is it in its full beauty. Buddy, just wait. The cat is really nervous. I don't want to let him in. Now the front plate goes out and you kind of start. Wait a second, this is annoying. you start removing the wafers and the spacers one by one. So this is number 1. Number 2 comes next after I remove the spacer. Number 3, 4, number 3 is now, sorry, I lost count. Just a second, buddy. Number 4. You can see there are 2 rods, metal rods running across the whole lock. Number 5. Sorry for the cat. This is number 6. 7, 8. At this point it really starts to come apart, like both of these rods start to separate. Doesn't matter, the back plate is off, and I got one more spacer and one more wafer. Let's remove it. And the last one. Alright, so I got it completely. Actually, let me show you the wafers, one of them in detail. Now, this is the wafer. This is the spring, and down here you can see the through gate at the left side, right here. These are 2 little serrations, and this is the false gate. So basically this particular wafer is a max lift wafer, because normally in the lock it sits, the sidebar is somewhere like in here. Where's the sidebar? Here it is. Sidebar is here, okay, like this, and the normal position of the wafer is like this, and you're basically pushing it and it rotates. Oh, this is very awkward. Okay, it rotates like this. So first it falls into the false gate, then you have to overcome the serrations, and then it's in the through gate, and it sits there like this. Okay, so this is the wafer, and I don't know what else is there. These are the 2 plates, front one, the back one, and these 2 metal rods I mentioned already, they run across the lock, and one is in the center. It's the thicker one with this cut somewhere along its length, and this one is a little bit narrower, and it runs on the top of the lock. So when you reassemble, you basically start with the back plate. This is it, and you put the thicker part of the thicker rod in here. So it kinda sits, oh sorry, I took the front plate for some reason. So it sits right here, see? And then you take the thinner rod, it also has one part that is slightly wider, and put it here. And start by putting the first wafer in here. So there are 2 holes, but it won't fit into one of them. in the right hole the spring is curled, so you put it right in this one. Okay, like this. Then you take the wafer, make sure that the orientation is correct, but I think it won't fit the other way around, and kinda just put it on the rods. So kinda like a bead necklace, and then you just continue by adding the wafer and another spacer until you're finished. I will skip this step, but in the end you basically put the front plate in here. So imagine this is full of wafers. Then take the one of the side plates, and it kinda clicks in here. There is a cutout for it, and you try to fit the spacers in the holes in the side plate. You have to watch out that these springs don't stick out. They need to be pushed down by these tiny protrusions that come out from the side plate. Not sure if I will be able to do it at this angle, but let me try. So I don't know, it's too it's too, I don't know the word, jiggly, I guess. The whole lock is kinda wobbly, maybe. Okay, so this is basically how you should put it in there. It clicks in there, except I fucked up because I see this spring is sticking out, and that's not what you wanna do. Well, it's kind of difficult to assemble when there are not all of the wafers, but you get the idea. So in the end, you click both of the side plates on the body, and it just holds together. After that, you will put the sidebar springs in there with the key inserted and push the sidebar in and just reinstall it to the lock body. So basically that's it. It's kind of intimidating at the first look, but honestly there is not much you can fuck up. What you can fuck up is you can scramble the the wafers accidentally. That's probably the worst thing you can do. Other than that, I don't know how you could break this lock. Well, yeah, there are not too many little parts, maybe except for the sidebar springs, of course, and the two little screws that hold the back plate, I guess, but it's not really that bad. Alright, so I guess that's it for today. Let me give you a close-up on these wafers. So 9 of them, and some other parts I don't want to mention all around. Alright, so hopefully this video will help you to reassemble and gut this lock. Just do it, don't be afraid. You can do it. You have to overcome your fear. So yeah, thank you for watching, and see you next time.